Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick shots with Billy and Tonio.
Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back, man. Episode 136 of Brick Shots U. Real fast, follow us on Facebook at the Brick Shots U fan page. Follow us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Brick Shots with Billy Antonio, 1783. This week we're going to cover the best game of the NFL of the year, Baltimore and Cincinnati. The rookie QB showing out. You got Trevor Lawrence bounces back. Can the 49ers fix it tomorrow against the Seahawks? Can the Bills bounce back at Monday night against the Jets? We talk about how throwbacks need to become the new actual uniforms. All-time week for college football upsets. And then we'll cover next week's matchups with OU, Texas, Ohio State, Oregon, Kansas State, Colorado, and Ole Miss and LSU. The Browns looking like the Browns of old. That new phase was pretty quick, and they're back to the old. But first, let's talk about the Jets firing Robert Saleh, or Saleh, as Swagoo Marcus Spears was referring to him. Tonio, how do you take this?
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers. This is his fault. First of all, he was seeing this stick man for months, had to skip training camp. Garrett Wilson fucking hate him. And he's the reason why the wrong coach got fired again. This is his MO. Aaron Rodgers been washed for years, and everybody's still like, Aaron Rodgers is fucking great. Bro, literally
weeks ago.
Yeah, he did, but he's not. He literally threw a pick to somebody falling on the ground.
That was Stephon Gilmore. He's a top tier player.
8 years ago. What are we talking about, man?
No. That's when he left the Patriots.
Stop it. He was great for us.
That's why you said it. After he left, you probably assumed he was trash.
I didn't assume he was trash. I just know he ain't what he was when he was with us. Lockdown. He not that. Either way, two wash motherfuckers, and the other wash one got the better of the wash one with 12 on his jersey. That's what happened. Yeah. If anybody, shout out to Eric Rodgers. I talked to him today. I just like, he loves.
You talked to Aaron?
Eric.
No affiliation with Aaron.
Aaron's black cousin. That's how he act, because he think Aaron Rodgers is like the best thrower of the ball ever. That's how he put it. Yeah, I don't care. But I like riling him up, and he was like, well, Nathaniel Hackett should have been fired, and he should have. That offense is ass. Robert Saleh has been keeping them in games with his defense because the offense don't do shit. With a supposed top 10 quarterback still in the league, they're not doing nothing. They can't run the ball, can't pass the ball.
With Brees Hall, with Garrett Wilson.
And that doesn't make sense. But another coach took a L for Aaron Rodgers. And how much more longer are we gonna wait for him to just leave? Tom Brady still getting you to the playoffs. Then he leave and he go give you a Super Bowl next year. Aaron Rodgers, he missed training camp. He high. And he talked bad about his receivers in interviews. That's what we want, bro. Get him out the league, man. That's his fault. The Jets organization is going back to the Jets organization. Since you said the Browns, the Jets are definitely the Jets again, with more talent now, which is
This is the fifth coach in 11 years.
They have way more talent than when they were ass and just had Chad Pennington back there barely floating a 30-yarder.
Getting 10 wins this season.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rex Ryan had them looking good.
2 AFC title games.
Defensive coach, too. Shout out to Chris, who hates them. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe my take is wrong. Maybe it ain't Aaron's fault, but I 100% don't think Robert Saleh was the problem. As you alluded to earlier, Billy, while we was in pregame, he wanted Hackett fired. They said no, and he pretty much knew, whatever, I'm out here. So I hope somebody quick is like, hey, I'll pay you to come be a defensive advisor right now, i.e. Ravens.
Shit.
Y'all need
Lions need a little bit too.
Yeah, Lions. Shit, I'll pay him to go call the offensive plays on the Patriots. Maybe we need a defensive coach calling some shit. So yeah, what Matt? Am I wrong? I know about the Aaron Rodgers part, you gonna dick ride, but everything else.
Well, I think all the coaches. I just learned. You guys ever see what the Jets defensive coordinator, their actual defense coordinator, what he looks like?
Yeah, gangster. For a long time. Yeah,
I just seen this guy. I've heard the name. I kind of familiar from playing, but I just seen this guy. Everyone should be fired and just let him coach every position. That's the defensive Dan Campbell. That guy's a fucking nut job.
Nice.
I'm glad he's their head coach now.
Yeah.
Hackett should have been gone. Saleh should have been gone. I don't even know if Saleh was actually calling the plays because the way this psychopath looks, he's calling some crazy shit. And the Jets have the number one defense in like 2 or 3 categories this year. So it's not a defensive problem. It's the offense. But I think it's more on that offensive line. You bring in about 9 fucking 37-year-olds to, hey, this will fix it. No, not at all. But yeah, I think everyone should have been fired this offseason and just give Aaron Rodgers a whole new perspective and put him in a whole new system.
No.
Yes.
Bro, there you go, doing it again. Aaron Rodgers is not the quarterback you fire a whole fucking coaching staff for. No more. He's not, man. I'm sorry.
Well, it's never happened outside of Mike McCarthy. So Saleh couldn't do dick before Aaron Rodgers came, and he didn't do it in the 1.5 snaps he had him last year.
That's on Aaron Rodgers. Fucking bone body. He should have been, bruh, banked his whole career on Aaron Rodgers coming.
Saleh had Joe Flacco 3 years ago.
It won 7 games.
7 games. No, he won 4 games. They won 4 games. He went 4 and whatever, 7-10, 7-10, and then now this year.
Yes, but he also didn't want to draft Zach Wilson. The organization and Woody Johnson, that's the owner. The GM is slipping my mind. Sorry, John. We're gonna sorry Johnny here early, but that's the thing is there's been so many moves that Saleh has been like, I don't want to do that, and they do it because there's only so much the head coach can do.
Well, yeah, I'm not. Obviously, it's ownership's problem with the Jets, but I'm only going to go with, hey, the owner pays them. Now you have to perform whatever. It doesn't matter who's fucking breathing down your neck. But you still have to perform.
He did. If you put any other coach in there aside from a Belichick or an Andy Reid, they're doing much worse. Look at Zach Wilson. What is Zach Wilson going to be? Nothing. And he had the Jets winning 7 games last year, dude. Like. There's something to be said with how well Robert Saleh kind of kept it together. Now you could say they had a losing record, but again, 7 wins is 7 wins. Those 7 wins are hard to come by, right? They beat the Bills, who everybody was like, "Oh, this is going to be the game." Aaron Rodgers got hurt. Saleh was able to corral these people and fucking say the right things in the podium. I think that's another thing where it's like he's calling out Aaron Rodgers for Aaron Rodgers' bullshit. And we're like, you probably shouldn't say that, Robert. Or it's like, or maybe Aaron Rodgers shouldn't be doing that shit. And it's crazy. I think a lot of us have a skewed vision of Aaron Rodgers because he's so cool on Pat McAfee. He was so cool on the Joe Rogan podcast. Like, he would be such a cool dude to just hang out with. But as a fucking quarterback, as a franchise leader, no.
Not hanging out with Aaron Rodgers. Pretty sure he was at a Diddy party. Not hanging out.
That's never been confirmed.
Tony, I don't think you would name one white guy you'd hang out with besides Billy.
Matt.
Oh, shit.
No.
He did hang out with you.
I guess I did give you chicken nuggets one time.
Literally happened, Matt. So you can't.
Yeah, it's because I bribed you with fucking free Wendy's.
Don't matter.
Technically, it wasn't free because he thought it was his. So that's technically not.
And I didn't know whose it was. So
it wasn't. Well, did I leave you any instructions? That's my thing. Like, did I say like, "Hey, Tonio's gonna come up and get some fucking Wendy's"?
Yeah, you said you bought Tonio something. I didn't know how much he was supposed to take.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't be like, "Hey, what did Billy get you?" Nothing. It was just, this bag of food.
But yeah, that's your fault for just buying a massive bag of Wendy's and just leaving it there.
A massive bag split in two. That's what I got. You know what? I'm not even going to do this because it just frustrates me. But if we're if we're back on it, right? Because we were supposed to split the 10 nuggets. No big deal. But the point is, it's Aaron Rodgers' fault. He was supposed to come in here and fucking change the franchise around, and he didn't. So it's on him. Robert Saleh wasn't coming into the Jets franchise to fucking not get the draft that you wanted. If he's saying, because he said, I don't want a single one of these quarterbacks. He didn't want Justin Fields. He didn't want Mac Jones. He didn't want Trey Lance. He was telling them, let's trade down. Let's go get somebody else. These quarterbacks are not good. And what happened? That whole 2020 draft, even Trevor Lawrence, who was picked first, is looking a little fucking suspect. I know we're going to get to T. Larry later, but it's not Robert Saleh's fault. If he goes and gets a head coaching job after this, I don't think that's going to fucking shock anybody. Aaron Rodgers is an awful QB to deal with. The Jets went all in on him. Garrett Wilson doesn't like him. That's your number one receiver. How is your number one receiver like, nah, I ain't having it?
I'm going to be honest with you. Aaron Rodgers should have been a fucking Cowboys quarterback. That's the franchise that he can go be the diva he want to be, and it ain't nobody gonna bat an eye because that's what you're allowed to do over there. I know that shit sounded crazy at first, but just think back to Tony Romo and all that shit that was going on with him. Fucking old motherfucker. What's his name? Jerry Jones, old ass. He give a fuck. Hey, he slinging that bitch 4,000 yards a year. He can bring whoever, you can date whoever the fuck you want to. I don't care. You remember that shit? Y'all remember that shit, bro? Like
Jessica Simpson. My grandpa still has a cutout of her face from Carolina doing that to Tony Romo. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I just that's if you think I'm wrong, he should have been there. But you would think the Jets would be used to this too because they had fucking Joe Namath. Joe Namath had to be a diva, bro.
His name was Broadway Joe. Yeah, that's a diva right there.
But
he also threw about 40 more interceptions than touchdowns. So
won a Super Bowl, Matt. Who gives a fuck? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, he threw for like 48 yards that game.
Don't matter. That's high numbers right back then. He probably rushed like
Dave Manning was a goddamn liability in that second Super Bowl. Does anybody care? Nope. 2 times.
He had Omaha.
True. Hey, but Matt, let's go to another dumpster fire. Cleveland. What's going on?
The play where Kevin Stefanski wanted to go for it on like 4th and fucking inches, and everyone else is huddled up, and Deshaun Watson's walking to the sideline with like 20 seconds left in the play clock or something like that. That encapsulates the entire fucking Cleveland Browns. It's just Deshaun Watson.
They already had 11 men in that huddle. If Deshaun went, it was going to be another penalty. The second
either way,
12 men in the huddle.
That's what I'm saying, Matt. Like
either way,
you want him to do? Deshaun did the smart shit there.
It's still 11 guys in there. What is he supposed to do?
They should have ran Wildcat or something.
You could still get to if fuck it. All right, let's go. Get to the ball quick. Anything. You could do anything. But it's just they have to make a quarterback change to change. They have to start Jameis, DTR. They just have to do something else.
So as I'm all for Jameis Winston's face being plastered over the NFL, I'm for that. Jameis Winston is the best thing in the NFL that ever happened to everybody.
He hasn't had a chance since he fixed his eyes. That's the craziest thing.
I get it, but I do want to say in Deshaun Watson's defense, the team just don't like him. Bro, he threw a fucking dot in the end zone last week, and bro just dropped that shit.
Was that JG's drop? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so. It was just a dot. And it's like, hey, bro, you're all pro. We know what you could do. That shit, like cornerback falling, he put it in there right through you, and you just let it come through. No, bro. Don't know. You're not doing that, bro. Like for another quarterback. And I think maybe the team is feeling the same way you is, Matt. They want Jameis to be their starting quarterback. I don't think they like Deshaun in there. I think they see a dude getting all this money who ain't got him nowhere since he been getting all the money, but shit, that ain't on him because y'all organization done.
They cut him this year. It's $172 million cap hit, which is the whole cap, which is just wild, right?
And that, you don't think there's no resentment there, Billy? You don't think they resent
No, there could be some resentment because he's also not like, let's say if he did what Flacco did last year and got them to the playoffs, I think maybe you don't have as much resentment because it's like, all right, he's doing something for us. But I do want to go back to Matt's thing. What was he? I hate that that's the fucking. Just say he sucks because that's fine because he does suck. He's kind of washed. We haven't seen him do anything at all. But when you have 2 penalties in a row of 12 men, that has to be on Stefanski. Deshaun's literally sitting there. What do you want me to come back? Like, what play do you have? Like, let me fucking voice it into them instead of huddling. I'm gonna holler the play. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that where we're running something right on a defensive team, but we have 12 men in the huddle. So the fucking corner is yelling the play, so they at least know what to do, and they have to get off the field because you can still substitute. But that's not what happens. Stefanski's like, "What are you doing, man?" And he's like, "There's fucking 12. There's 11 guys already in there. What was he supposed to do?" And you want to say he quit on the team? That was the best move for the team, was him to get off the fucking field. Now he could have sprinted, maybe, like I guess if that's what you want to call it. But you can't sit here and say he just gave up on that play because he didn't. I mean, he does suck. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. If there was 11 men in the huddle, we can go back to the previous week's press conference. Hey, Deshaun, have you thought about maybe extending plays a little more with your legs or some quarterback runs just to get the offense going? I'm not a running back. Oh, sorry. I thought you were the highest paid quarterback and you're supposed to lead this team in any way possible that you physically can do. Yeah, if you're Joe Flacco, yeah, you're not using your legs. We're not asking you this question. You're Deshaun Watson. You've proven
Shut up, man.
You're proven that you can run the ball very well, not like Lamar Jackson, but maybe a Patrick Mahomes-esque runner where it's like not the fastest, but you can get around the end. Like you can't do some of that just to pick up a first down and then next thing you know, you're breaking a fucking I formation run. Like
his line's pretty bad. It's not great.
Yeah.
Those receivers aren't getting separation either. Jerry Jeudy might be a fucking wash, an absolute wash. Amari Cooper looks like a shell of himself from Dallas. And I'm not saying it's not Deshaun Watson's fault because he does suck. But they suck.
Bro. They suck as a unit. I mean, they look like
if your quarterback's basically saying that's not my job, when it quite frankly is your job,
that's true.
There's an issue.
I mean, Ryan Tannehill said that about Malik Willis, and then the Titans still went out and played. They didn't care. So why won't the rest of the team go out?
Yeah, it's not his job to be a mentor. If Malik asks the right questions, like that's on Malik to ask the questions. Tannehill's not going to give.
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, Matt, but he still said it in a press conference, and some of his teammates was like,
Kyler Murray also did the same thing when, hey, are you going to get the ball to Marvin Harrison? And he was like, I'm just running the play. Because he is just running the play. That is essentially what he's supposed to do. Now, is it your job to get your number one receiver the fucking ball? Yes. But is it? No.
That was a bad look. But since then, they've been winning. They've been playing good football since then. That's the difference. You can say that and then win. If Deshaun's like, it's not my job, goes out, throws 350 yards, all right, we can
it's not your job to run. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Damn, you are Deshaun Watson. Okay.
Yeah. But let's go from two bad just shit houses to the Ravens Bengals game. Did y'all watch it?
Oh yeah, I got a Sunday ticket.
Yeah.
I sat in my chair and laid down the whole time. I don't think I've ever watched a football game like that, but if you guys haven't done that, that's the way to watch a game. And I don't know how superstitious you guys are for your own team, but it's like if my legs are crossed, if my right's over my left and we're doing well, I will keep it there until we fuck up and I'll go flat or I'll flip it. Am I tripping?
Yeah, you're crazy as hell.
I can't do the laying down, sitting down on the couch. I was in a lazy boy when we played Eagles in the Super Bowl. We got destroyed. And I fell asleep on them ribs. Remember me telling you the story? I can't sit like that no more.
Well, I'm usually a stander, right? But I was sitting there and we were playing decent. So I'm like, all right, and like I said, I'm superstitious with it. So I'll fucking sit there. If I go to the kitchen to make some food and we start doing better, I'll stand in the kitchen the rest of the game until we start fucking up and then I'll go back. But I laid in this chair. I had a feeling. I was like, you know what? We got it. We're going to come back. Justin Tucker hit a 50-yard, 54-yard, 56-yard field goal to get us into overtime. Thank God for him because he looked washed. He had made out of the last 12 50-yard kicks, he's made 0 until that kick, and then he finally made it. Jamar Chase was going off, 10 catches, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns, couldn't stop him. Lamar with 1 fumble and then held it and then just did the most craziest stiff arm. I
don't know how strong Lamar had to be to do that, because that's Trey Hendrickson. Look, yeah, and Lamar he's an athlete, but he ain't the biggest athlete. So you ain't thinking Lamar just doing it like that while still trying to get his eyes downfield.
And he was able to still motion likely to go more inside so he could make that throw.
Lamar's done, like, not the fumble, but he's done that stiff arm thing the last few weeks. And I've noticed these guys are like, they're diving they're like diving towards his chest instead of trying to like just tackle him a regular tackle. These guys are just keep going way too high. And it's like, at the end of the day, he's still an NFL quarterback. That's a big dude. Like, you can't just do that.
You got to think though, Matt. Like, with the rules how they are, if you go too low, that's automatic.
Yep.
So
but he's out of the pocket. There's no rules like there.
I think for a quarterback, it's still kind of sketchy. And I think
out of the pocket, you just can't horse collar him. In the pocket, you can horse collar him, but you can't hit him low, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But outside the pocket, you can just smash the shit out of him. You just can't body weight land on him.
But it's that just in case thing, I think, is what Tonio's at. Where
I don't like.
But it's still, if he's running away from you, just wrap him up around the waist. Like, why are they going high?
Trey tried to, but Lamar went.
And I think that's the thing.
If you watch it back, he goes way too high.
So Matt, you play linebacker, right?
No, I was too big.
You play defensive end, defensive tackle. Have you ever been in a situation where you had an athletic quarterback and you like tried to tackle him and dove and missed because you went to get him low,
but
and he just was like, "Oh, that's slow as shit."
Yes, but you'd rather go low because you're more athletic low than you are fucking leaving your feet going high.
I get that. I got it right here. You watched the game, Matt, right?
Yeah.
So if you remember 2 drives before that drive, when Trey went for his legs outside the pocket, like you said, Lamar just literally just boop, and jumped and ran for fucking 15 yards.
Yes, but that's the problem with Lamar. But that's still the better call instead of just you're 50 pounds heavier than him and you're just getting stiff arm because you're going high. It makes you look even worse. If he evades you, that's Lamar.
Yeah,
but now you're getting stiff armed. Now all of your teammates are like, "Damn, you fucking suck."
It wasn't like he just made it, like got the first down, and he got the tutty on you.
Yeah,
I think that was the one of the things with Lamar too, and I don't think anyone's talking about it. But he was able to get outside the pocket, make him miss. Everybody's talking about the stiff arm, but no one is talking about number one. There's 2 things that no one's talking about. Is where he motioned likely inside again because Isaiah Likely was wide open in that end zone already and was like, "I'm fucking right." But then he sees Lamar run. He's like, "Fuck." So then he goes inside where Lamar sits on the sideline. When he tosses it, gets lit the fuck up. Gets crushed by, I think it was Sam Herbert. It might have been not BJ Raji. Why did I want to say him? Fuck. No, I think it was Sam Hubbard. Just crushes Lamar on the fucking sideline, which he should have because he was still in bounds. But Lamar doing these things, I think it's showing a lot of people. And again, there are still people and again, I'm in these Ravens things. I'm in the AFC North things, groups and shit like that. And they're just, he's just running back still. And it's like, what are y'all watching? Are you fucking high? Look at this. Watch a fucking game.
So Billy, is Mark Andrews done?
No, he had 2 third down, big important grabs for us.
He had 55 yards in the game. I just picked him up in my other fantasy league.
I don't think he's done. I do think us getting Charlie Kolar involved and obviously Isaiah Likely involved, I think is showing Mark like, hey man, like we need you to kind of step up. He's still getting paid a good amount. He's still I think he's got another two more years for that. But it's also saying like because I don't want to like brag about my organization, but we're also a greatly ran organization to where we're not just gonna push out Andrews. We're gonna be like, hey dude, get yourself back together. No drops from Mark. It was 3 or 5 catches on 5 targets. So he didn't drop anything. Everything was fine. I think he's still going to be a threat, especially if we don't get Devontae Adams, which I would love to get Devontae Adams. We don't have the cap space, but what are you going to do? I don't think he's done though, Tonio. To answer your question.
So what do you do with Likely?
It's going to be and I don't know if we're going to get canceled for this one, but it's going to be a Aaron Hernandez, Gronkowski type of arrangement.
Well, I mean, the team who
Can y'all-
leads the
Go ahead, Matt.
the team who lead. All right.
I'm just playing. Go ahead, Matt.
So the team who leads the league in rushing every year, to have 2 tight ends is a dream scenario that are that good.
Right.
There's so many different things they can do. Now they have 2 extra big bodies to block. And then also, oh, hey, Derek doesn't have the ball. Lamar's rolling out to the left or the right. Hey, Isaiah. Hey, Mark. As long as they can both get healthy and stay healthy at the same time, that's a dream scenario. They can just stay in big personnel the entire game. And then, guess what? You have Zay Flowers who runs a 4.3. He's gone. But we got yet to really see that connection this year.
Well,
I think because of last year, man. I think it's still some trust issues from that game. They still should have won that game last year. I don't care. I think the Chiefs was at their worst, even though they won. I don't think they were as good. They won, if that makes sense, but I think that was the chance to knock the Chiefs off.
Right.
Well, they won how they're winning this year. Just getting by.
And referees. Well, we don't bash the refs here. But I Billy, where we might have to start to, bro. Will we see some of them New England sets where we got both of them on the field and we just running crazy? Because we did it with 2 white receivers on the edge and we killed the league. Y'all got, like Matt said, 4.3 Zay Flowers and who else over there? I don't know your other wide receivers.
Rashad Bateman and Nelson Aguilar had a great catch. I
do know them. They dropped too much shit for me though. I don't.
No, Bateman does have a drop problem, but he's that like B- to B+ guy that you like having around. But again, Tonio, I'm going to go back to the Patriots again, and you'll remember this: the Christian Furio and Benjamin Watson tight end sets that New England used to run with Kevin Falk in that back in the day. Ben Watson. Yeah, great on the SEC network. But I think that's kind of the style the Ravens are going with. And again, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Charlie Kolokar. Shout out Iowa, tight end U. But I think a lot of people are sleeping. They'll run a 31 personnel with Ricard, Derrick Henry, Charlie Kolokar, Mark Andrews, and Isaiah Likely in this weird I formation kind of. But then we'll have a spread I, which is kind of cool, I think, with Likely and Andrews on the outside where Kolokar is your blocker. And I think that's going to be really good for the Ravens. And like Tonio said, in that Chiefs game, okay, Zay fumbles the ball, but we're going to go in with this 31 personnel, this 32 personnel of, hey, we're gonna fucking beat you with running the fucking ball. And I think we're starting to see
John got to stick with it though.
He has to outrule Monken and be like, run it to the fucking outside with Derrick Henry. We saw on that 45 or 51-yard carry.
I don't care. I don't care where y'all run it to with him. Just put him in the pistol or the eye and let him get the ball. Let him beat Derrick Henry, bro.
No, Tony, I'm going to argue with you because
I'm not. Billy.
Listen, his yards per carry running up the middle through the 0, 1, 2, and 3 gap, right? His yards per carry is 2.3. His running on the 7 gap and the 9 gap is fucking 9 yards per carry.
I get that, Billy.
That's what we have to do.
I'm saying, Billy, like, you're not going to be able to just keep running it outside. Once you get deep into the playoffs, people going to scheme against that.
I mean, if you look at most running backs, you got to wear out the middle of the defense. If you stop the big run stop and D tackles, you get them tired, then it's easier to double team the edge and break a longer run because now your center can just take care of that 350-pound monster because he's been fucking gassed for the last 2 drives.
Yeah.
Because think about it, Billy. Y'all go up against them. Y'all got to – Chris Johnson get wherever he want to. So you got to wear that middle out.
Chris Jones.
You get tired. I mean, Chris Jones.
Okay.
My fault. Mississippi player. I'm thinking of a fast – I was thinking Tennessee running backs.
DJ2K.
Yeah. Shout out to CJ2K. But you got to Bro, just doing podcasts. He just did a podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say podcast. Talking about how fast he is.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's crazy. Bro, probably
That's
still
all he
run
does.
like a 4-4, bro.
He's
4-5.
living my life. Anyway,
Shut the fuck up. Don't fucking start.
So let's go. We're talking about the Ravens. They play Washington, the Commanders, the NFC East leading Commanders next week. But let's talk about the rookies. Caleb Williams finally had a showing out. We talked about last week, Tonio. Did he impress you? You said no. What about this week? Did he impress you? Because Jaden Daniels is doing nothing but impressive. His passing stats are really, really good. He doesn't throw for a lot of touchdowns, but they don't have to with Brian Robinson back there. Bo Nix is winning some games. These rookie QBs, maybe they're finally showing up. Tonio, what do you think?
Not sold on Caleb. Jaden looks amazing. He probably win Rookie of the Year
For sure. What if Caleb has another game like he did last week?
He has had. He's thrown for 300 yards more times than any other rookie quarterback this year.
Yeah, I don't care.
But the one game he did, I'm giving Tonio kind of some grace and courtesy, but that game was kind of he had to throw. And then you had that cheap Hail Mary at the end of the half where he got it almost to the end zone, kind of skewed a little bit of those numbers.
Still counts.
No, I know it counts. I'm saying, though, I'm giving Tonio that if he wants to.
If you had him in fantasy, you'd be fucking all over it.
I do have him in fantasy either league.
I just don't care about last week because it was the good for nothing Panthers. Don't give a fuck. It's not impressive.
That's what I'm saying. If he does it again, are you going to be more sold?
Next week he played the good for nothing Jaguars. Nope. When he played
With
Washington,
Tyson Campbell back.
When he played Washington, and if he outdo Jaden, which he won't, so I don't care. So nah, I'm not Billy, because he don't play no good defenses until us. But shit, all they defense too good, so we not gonna score. So then he'll just have our tired ass defense on the field.
Well, your defense isn't even good anymore because Jabril Peppers is out here choking motherfuckers.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah, allegedly.
It happened. He probably.
That's the only Michigan jersey I own. Now he's out here fucking doing coke and beating people up.
That's the only Michigan jersey you own, really?
Yeah. Jabril Peppers is my favorite Michigan player of all time, and now he's fucking making me think I got a new one.
Oh, for Charles Woodson, really, huh?
Yeah, I was 2 years old.
What's next, Billy? He talking about these Michigan fucks again.
So real quick. So let's go for some bounce back games. T. Larry had a bounce back game. Can the 49ers fix it? And then can the Bills fix it? They played decent against Houston, but Josh Allen looked like fucking dick. And I'm a little pissed that Chris isn't here because Josh Allen is thrown for under 40% since he said acknowledge Josh Allen in the group. So how do we feel about that? Let's go to Matt first.
I watched that game. It was sloppy, but his wide receivers fucking suck, which he's got great tight ends. So he just needs to – I don't think they just need to take a book out of the Ravens playbook. Like, they can run the ball extremely well. Just get into more like the Ravens, 2 tight end fucking shotgun sets because Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid are probably maybe a top 5 tight end duo in the league. Both are very good, would be number ones on a lot of teams.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
So, like, just throw to them because when he's thrown to the tight ends, that's when this year he's having success. And, like, yeah, he got lucky with the Keon Coleman, broke a tackle, tight-roped, 50 yards, but that was his only catch of the game. He dropped the other balls. So it's just like –
he did have 2 big drops in that on third down also.
And also his favorite target didn't play that game. So it's like, I don't want to be the quarterback defender all over again, but it's like, he is just playing with a bunch of fucking nobodies. Like Keon Coleman isn't the greatest player ever. Yeah, he was second round pick because he's big and athletic, but
also, Tonio, let me go real quick. I was just going to say, and this is where I told y'all when we started the season, this Josh Allen, and I'm glad you talked about the Ravens, this Josh Allen is who everybody thinks Lamar is. He has nobody's at receiver. Thank God for Zay Flowers. He won a fucking MVP without him. no-name receivers. He has good tight ends and a good running game. And Lamar gets nothing but hate, but Josh Allen gets nothing but, if he could do, No, Josh Allen sucks, dude. He's not, I'm not saying, excuse me. He doesn't suck. He's not where we want him to be for some reason. We put him, it's Mahomes and Allen in the AFC. It's like, no. It's Mahomes, Lamar, even a Burrow when he's healthy is better than Josh Allen. And we throw Allen and Herbert in here for some reason. And I don't understand. Maybe Tonio, you give me some clarification. But Josh Allen has not looked good in the last 2 weeks. Both these losses. They started out 3-0. They started playing good teams, and this is what happens.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a lie for. I've been said it. I've been every time Chris and Matt and Christian would dick ride these fucking losers. I just be like, why, bro? Why, bro? Like, bro, Josh Allen, 22nd in the league in passing. 22nd. Come on, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't show no quarterbacks, no sympathy with no name receivers. When I watched us win Super Bowl with people who we won Super Bowls with a fucking lacrosse player. Chris Hogan. I don't
What was his name? He was really good.
Chris Logan.
Chris
Logan.
Hogan.
Chris Hogan. I said
Hogan.
Hogan.
I said Hogan, motherfucker.
Oh, you said
I
Logan,
Logan
first.
I did say Logan first.
Yeah. So I don't get sympathy, but when people like try to put this dude top 5, and shout out to DJ Chavez who talks about his stats and his numbers in the playoffs. Let me tell you about one of them stats. L's. He's probably leading in that for fucking top 5 quarterback. Justin Herbert can't even get there, so we don't talk about him.
So Tonio, let me. So Josh Allen has 945 yards this season. Lamar Jackson has 1,231. Lamar Jackson has 9 touchdowns, 1 interception. Josh Allen is 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
0 interception? Yeah.
Yep. I just wanted to throw it out there just to say I'm not out here bashing Josh Allen, but he does what are we doing? His completion percentage is god awful.
Bro, and Matt talking about Coleman, who is an amazing person, by the way. But
great dude. Yeah, great guy.
But he's not ass. He's not ass by the slightest. Like it's not where, let's see, it ain't New England. He ain't in New England. God damn it. Well, we ain't got Matt. You can't name a receiver on my team right now.
Exactly. Douglas, Demario Douglas.
Oh, okay.
What's your favorite TikTok show say, Chris? Not Chris, Billy. Who? What the fuck? Like, come on, bro. So bro. Josh Allen, Justin Herbert got to take them out that top 5, bro.
Shout out to the broadcast boys. I'm a
bro. It's bro. It's bad. And he right back to running the ball. He right back to being their leading rusher. So it's so bad that they trying to make up shit about him with his fucking. He got to see a neurologist to make sure that the lead and the smelling salts that they've been using for years to get motherfuckers up, they didn't fuck
really
him
work.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Let's stop it, the 60s. Work for Josh Allen.
Let's stop it, bro. Let's stop it. Bro.
All right,
He's bad, man.
Tonio,
he's bad.
Speaking of bad, but bad in a good way. These throwback uniforms are the way to go. I don't understand why.
Right up there with smelling salts.
Look at the Falcons. Look at the Jets. And say what you want about the Jets, but that JETS Jets on the side is so much better than that football NY Jets bullshit that they fucking came out with. The Lions logo, Matt, it's better from back in the day. They had those sweet Honolulu blues with black. Oh, so much better than that 08 Lion that you guys have right now.
What? The throwback with the 2 pillars and the little line in the middle from the 50s?
No.
We've had 3 logos.
The Barry Sanders 90s logo.
No, that logo is awful.
That's the best one. That's so
No,
fun.
it's not. You can't tell where the face of the lion is. The only difference between that one and this one is there's definition of that's the lion's head. When I was a kid, I thought the arms were the fucking mouth.
Well, that's because you're stupid. Number one, that's silly. No. Have you ever seen a lion fight? When you see a lion fight, they fucking grab and you can't see anything but mane because they're biting each other. That's what a lion biting kneecaps, Matt. You come on, dude. I thought you'd be on my side.
No, the logo we have now
Ass.
and like the last few years is the best. It's no different than the one 20 years ago, except for now it has an outline.
Yeah, I want to see it fighting a motherfucker. I don't want to see it just like I'm a lion. No, that's gay.
What are you talking about? It's the same except for it's better. There's no difference.
Tonio, who's winning the argument?
Matt's wrong. But he just Matt,
No.
y'all shit now stupid. It's stupid.
I think
No,
it's
it's
you
not.
just grew up that way, and you're just like, yeah.
He
Is
grew up.
the new Falcons logo better than the old one? But
No.
Seahawks neither.
Seahawks died. Oh, dude, they got to go back too.
Bruh, the Texans gotta Houston Oilers shit, bro.
The uniforms they wore this week, I fucking like those.
Yeah, the H's, I thought that was pretty tight. I do.
The dark.
That shit was hard, bro. But the Houston Oilers, if they did that throwback, Matt.
Well, that's the Tennessee. That's Tennessee Titans.
There's
Houston
that weird
Oilers.
whites thing, right? It's like it's a whites, I think, with Bud.
The
Adams.
Titans wear it every year.
No, but I'm saying, but it's Houston.
Yeah, it's Houston.
Yeah, well, the owner moved them from Houston to Tennessee and was like, "No, that's my fucking uniform."
No shit, Matt. I'm tracking. Yeah. I'm aware. I'm just
saying,
I
get it, but I feel like Houston should wear it.
Houston should be able to do it.
Well,
and it's like they said on Bustle.
The Houston college football team, they got a fucking cease and desist because they made the Oiler jerseys.
Yeah, and
crazy.
Also, but it's like that's the thing. I think they said on Busting with the Boys. I think it was Taylor actually who said it. Matt, shout out to Michigan. But he was like, every year, whoever is the home team when the Texans and the Titans play, whoever the home team is gets to wear the Oilers uniform.
No. It wasn't that. It was whoever wins the first matchup gets to wear it in the second matchup.
Oh, that's
or they get to wear it for the rest of the year or whatever, like that, something like that. But it was whoever wins that first matchup gets the bragging rights and the uniform.
I
just think that 90s nostalgia or older is way better, bro. Because think about Philly's Eagles helmet with the Eagles.
Is it Kelly Green?
Those are awful.
Oh man,
I don't think I've ever liked a single Eagles uniform.
Matt, the Eagles uniform with the Eagles,
the Mark Wahlberg, incredible Kelly Greens.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
even the Eagles like 05 Donovan McNabb, fucking sweet eagle on the side. That's
the fucking same as is now.
I know it's tight. No, I'm talking about the eagle, like how they spell out Eagles, is different now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's slightly different. They changed the font, but like the logo on the helmet, like the wing is the same.
No.
The Rams should do the one with the ram on. Oh my god!
Why did the Rams go away from the blue and bronze?
The Chargers powder blue, the Broncos blue. Come on, dude.
Bro.
The 85 Broncos logo.
And then,
the Chargers still wear the powder blues.
We shouldn't wear no throwback, Matt.
It's not. Is it really a throwback if they wear it multiple times a year?
It's not
every year.
No, but that's what I'm saying, Matt. They went back to that one. Is how much better it was.
Well, yeah, that one's the best uniform in all of sports.
Matt, if we was worth a fuck, then our helmets with the Patriot center on it.
Gangster. That's a gangster one, too.
Oh, the red, white, and blue, almost borderline Buffalo Bills uniform. That one's all right.
You're a fucking hater, but let's move on. I hate
but hold on.
You know what's all right, Matt? Your fucking mustache. It used to be all right.
We need the Buffalo Bills need to go to the Marshawn Lynch, Ryan Fitzpatrick Bills.
The 04.
It just looks like they sewed some shit on.
Yes.
Like we need red, we need blue, we need white. No, fucking put it everywhere.
That uniform for me, like the Bills, that screams Bills to me. Like the fans, everything. The old Dolphins logo with the fucking mean ass dolphin, not this silly like, oh, I'm in SeaWorld dolphin. No, this. Playing dolphin.
The Brandon Marshall Dolphins.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Yes.
These uniforms dope, but they should bring them back. They should bring back like more of the uniforms.
Are we missing one more, Tonio? Y'all help me think of one more real quick before we go to the next one.
Like as far as a team,
another throwback. We need to bring in more.
I think the Bucks jersey.
Oh, the
Tampa Bay
creamsicle, baby. Yes. Matt,
you gotta chill, bro.
I don't like the creamsicle.
Okay, so hold on, Tonio. Let me just bring Matt into some kind of grace because he is just being fucking dumb right now.
No,
Matt, the old Toronto Raptors logo.
Yeah.
better than the new one.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying not all throwbacks are better than the new ones currently. That's all I'm saying. Not all of them. Some of them are better than they used to be.
Okay, all right. Let me raise that. We have about a minute. Matt, what new uniform logo combination is better than it was before?
I'll say when the Seahawks went from the Sean Alexander Seahawks to the Richard Sherman second year.
Okay, I'll give you that.
That was they're much better now. They do have the throwbacks before that period are nice, but that period was fucking awful. You can't tell me you go from that to that. You're like, give me that old shit back. No one wants that uniform.
That's fair. You know what? That's a good argument. I'll give you that. All right, let's go to college, man. So the upsets, Tonio.
Hey, I gotta go.
I
gotta go.
Shut up, man. So let's go down the list, Tonio. Vandy beating Bama. We'll get to these, but I'm just gonna run the fans back down. Vandy, Bama, Arkansas over Tennessee, A&M over Missouri, Minnesota over USC, and Washington over Michigan. Even though they were favored, it's still kind of an upset because of the ranking. I'll give you that, man. Tony, what the fuck's going on in college football?
People getting better, Billy. Like I posted on my cousin's he was like status when he said something about Vanderbilt beating Alabama.
Next time. Come on now. What are you?
Yeah. Well, they don't never respond when you hit them with like real football facts. Like I told them, bro, them smart motherfuckers got money over there too. I can pay me some motherfuckers to come over here, bro. Hey, check this out. I'm gonna get you a credible degree where you can go work anywhere. Prestigious. We the most prestigious school in the SEC by far. Ole Miss Law and Medicine is up there. For sure. I ain't even bullshitting. They are.
I know you're not, but I got a stat for you after the show. We'll
yeah, for sure. But by far, like academically, Vandy is where if you just want to be smart as fuck, that's where you're going. But now they saying, all right, I'm gonna pay you this NIL money. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you don't go to the league. Well, you got paid a couple million while you was here playing for me, and you got a degree that any job you take it to and they see Vanderbilt on, you hired on the spot.
Gotcha.
The motherfuckers catching up, bro. Look at South Carolina. Before we beat them, South Carolina was playing good ball. It's really weird, Billy. I'm gonna get back to the subject, but your cigarette is blurred out like it's illegal to be smoking online. It's really weird.
I got it.
Oh, that's hard. But look at Kentucky, bro. Like Kentucky, been a basketball school. Now they beating us and taking Georgia all the way through there. Like these schools in the SEC realize, like, hey, you know what? If we can get these football programs to start winning just a little bit, all right. Well, basketball was our main contributor, but when you start getting that football money,
just a couple upsets, not even a winning season.
Bro. Just stand in, give me one game, and like somebody I was looking at, I don't know who I was listening to. They was like, bro, we'll probably never see this shit again in history. Not while we're alive. Vanderbilt beating Alabama. Probably never see that again, Billy. But they can take this one right here, and they can be like that one picture of that mom keeps her son in jail for killing people, but this one day he was just an amazing kid, so she just show it off. My boy, that's what Vanderbilt gonna do with this win, bro. And they catching up. Like they catching up now, Billy. We upset Alabama. Let's just say we go on to beat somebody else. It don't even gotta be the biggest name, but we beat another SEC school because that ain't some shit we've been doing. And you like, wait a minute. Vanderbilt might be the place to go. It's low key. I know I'm gonna start off rip. Like I know I'm going there to start. Like, and I'm gonna get this degree, Billy. They catching up. It's I don't know, bro. I think this one too. They might get at what's his name? What's the coach for Alabama there?
Caleb DeBoer.
Yeah, they might say some bad shit to Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, they
I
did
know
his shirt, his dumbass shirt he was wearing.
Can I go for 4 seconds on this?
Yeah,
one?
because we got to
I
talk
got
more
something
about
after
this
that.
game other than the upset. We got to talk about some more shit, bro.
So we'll get to the other upsets, but I just want to say
No. I'm talking about this game.
Oh yeah, all these Alabama fans, and I'm only quoting it because it's silly. If you're a real Alabama fan, you understand. Hey, we're gonna go through some growing pains. Now, did you think you were gonna lose to Vandy? No. Did Nick Saban think he was gonna lose to Louisiana Monroe in 2008? No.
Wow.
But he fucking did.
I don't like that argument.
All right, Matt, go ahead. I want to know why.
Well, I have something completely different I want to say about this, but when Nick Saban took over Alabama, it wasn't in a spot that Nick Saban, where it used to be, and then Nick Saban brought it back to be. It was a Tennessee kind of team. It was, they have all the talent, but that coach is gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
But now it's like, hey, every recruiting class up until like Nick's last season has won a national championship.
Right.
And then Kalen DeBoer is like, I've got the keys to a fucking Bugatti right now.
100%.
That's.
But did you not expect maybe a crash or maybe a slowdown somewhere?
Yes.
Now, maybe is a big deal, but he beat Georgia also. Beat the fuck out of him in that first half. You got to give him a little credit. That's where I think I'm coming from. He literally just beat Georgia. Like the highest of highs into the lowest of lows, there's a middle ground. And we're acting like.
This is what I want to get into next. The GOAT, Joel Klatt, who always explains things very well.
God, the best.
He laid it out perfect. And I don't even know if it was this week or it was a week before. But college football and NFL, any sport is a bell curve, right? So Alabama's worst day is still better than Vanderbilt's like mediocre day, right?
Sure.
But Alabama's worst day is worse than Vanderbilt's best day because every team is talented from the MAC to the SEC. Yeah. We've seen Toledo beat the absolute dog shit out of Mississippi State. And people grow up in the South like, I'm going to Mississippi State. They got their shit kicked in. Well, I'm not saying you did, but, you know. but, like, they just happen to be Vanderbilt's best day versus also close to Alabama's worst day, and they got them. They got them. And, like, we rarely see that happen because most time teams are prepared and they're going to play either good, kind of bad, or average. But Bama played bad and Vanderbilt played great, and that was what propelled it. And that's what kind of happened with all these games this week.
Right. But you played
so two things, Billy, because we gotta move on. Well, not for real. Not for real. We had a good time. Never mind. Two things. That Nick Saban did pick up an ass Alabama team. Mike Shula was god awful. God awful in Alabama.
Yes.
23 and 26.
It was Tennessee before Heupel.
And another thing, I get what Matt's saying. I get what they're saying, bro. But the Bugatti don't lose to a fucking Pinto, bro. That just don't happen. Like,
when the Bugatti's in the shop, it's got 3 tires, and and this Pinto comes flying by, got these new tires on.
I don't care, Matt. I don't care. You Pinto versus a Bugatti on no tires, still losing. Pinto don't go 47 miles an hour, man. Bugatti with no tires still going 51.
Tonio, tell me they played that game 100 times. Alabama wins the next 99 times.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's what Joel Klatt was saying because he's the best.
But I get it, Billy. But we
I'll follow that guy into the pits of hell.
We talking about right now.
But they just beat Georgia. Another Bugatti.
I get it, Billy. But it's like I can say it, and I quote, Butler said, "We don't live in the moment." That's what he said for Alabama fans.
Yeah.
So I told him, I texted him, I said, shit, Alabama left it out of field in Georgia, didn't it? Well, it looked like it.
It did. And they still scored 35. Like, we're acting like they just shut down.
Ryan Williams is amazing.
Yes, 100%.
He's amazing.
He should be in Algebra 2 right now.
So,
for real.
Let me ask you, let's go. I know we're staying on Alabama a little longer than we wanted to.
But no, we need to.
This is the biggest one of the weekend.
We can't go by Malachi Moore's action.
Man,
I hope we not related. We might be because hey, son, we don't do that. That shit was
a baby temper tantrum.
That shit, bro. First of all, you at Alabama. Bruh, all you gotta do is be there and you going to the league. Now, why would you do some shit like that? Bro, take a L. I know you at Alabama, you ain't used to losing for real. But bro, take a L.
This is Andy.
Take a L.
Is he one of the? Is he a transfer?
I'm not sure.
That'd be
I don't
funny if
think
he
so.
transferred in and he expected Alabama to win every game, and he's like, God damn it.
No, I think he's a Nick Saban guy.
Is he?
I
So I know DeBoer brought in he brought in his luggage. It wasn't Louis, but it was Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, it's on Hilfiger.
I just
That was an absolute. That dude does need, and I understand again. And I'm only quoting these Alabama fans because we all know the story with Alabama. Half of the fans are not actually Alabama fans. They just got on the bandwagon at the right time. And I understand. I got on the Ravens bandwagon. If we won 10 championships, I'll say this forever. I just happened to luck into the bandwagon, just like some of these Alabama fans.
you know what's crazy, Billy? He's a fucking senior. So he is Nick Saban's guy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean you can still transfer though.
No,
Nobody's in Alabama.
he's been at Alabama
Okay.
since 2020.
Yeah.
Nick Saban would punch him in his mouth at 75 years old.
And that
He would have been off the team.
he done that with Nick Saban. And I like Kalen DeBoer, but Kalen DeBoer is different. We're acting like Kalen should be exactly like Nick Saban when it's hard to be Nick Saban. Tonio, how many times have I said the Saban effect on this show?
Every show.
And he's just not, right? He's just there's been shows where we just talk about basketball. But
Yeah, you still say it's the Saban effect. The coaching, yeah. I Billy, that just ruined his first round abilities.
Absolutely. Done.
And I hate it because one thing shouldn't show that, but you're at Alabama and you just showed that you can't control your temper, huh?
So and that's what I'm saying. You called it one thing, but it was three things. It was him throwing the fucking mouthpiece. That's one. It was him
tackling
taking
the
the
player.
ball. That was two. And then when he was getting subbed out, he said, "No, get out of here," and he wanted to stay on the field. That's three, dude. That's
Four,
fucking
because of the way he tackled Buddy and pulled his face mask while he was on the ground and all that shit too.
Oh shit. Okay, that's four. That's great. Yeah, dude. Nah, you got a game suspension. I'm sorry, not a half. A game. Like you got.
But they not. Kellen DeBoer said he not suspending him. He apologized, and that's what he understood. He took credit, and I get it because I get where Kellen DeBoer coming from. Because look at all the pressure it is on him, Billy. I don't care what nobody say. They be like, we just letting them. No, they not, bro. Alabama fans expect greatness because that's what they've been seeing for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
being great. So though it's pressure
almost
on
20,
him to be
almost 20, really.
Yeah, it's pressure on him to be great. Like, so he ain't got to come out and say it. They still gonna win a lot of games, but this one loss with that showing and him not like dropping the hammer on this one player, if they go down to like lose again and not, be not because it's Alabama, they going to the playoffs, rest of the way.
Yeah,
there's no way. But I'm with you. You suspend him for a game because, bro, y'all coming up on homecoming or some shit. Y'all not playing nobody. Y'all just played Georgia, and then Vandy.
Mercer's coming up soon. Gotta be.
Suspend him. Suspend him, bro. Suspend him. I just don't. I don't know. As a coach,
they play South Carolina this week.
They can win without him.
Yep. But then they kind of have a ruck shop with. Then it's Tennessee. Then it's Missouri. Then it's at LSU. It's at Tennessee and then Missouri at home and then at LSU.
I get it, bro. Miss the South Carolina game.
After the LSU game, they do have Mercer.
I knew it. They play it. Alabama does the opposite of every other team. Every other team plays like easy schedules to begin with, and then it gets harder. Alabama's like, let's put it all up front. And then if we lose one, we can rebuild by smacking the fuck out of Mercer. AP Poll's going to shoot us back up.
I hate that Chris isn't here for that. Where the fuck is Mercer? Is it in Alabama?
I don't know. And then like 2-3 years ago, they played that fucking Monopoly team. Fucking John something. They literally had the Monopoly guy as their logo. was like a Division III team.
Location. Hold on.
Mercer might be.
It's in Georgia.
Mercer's fucking 5-0 right now. Number one in their conference.
Okay, Tonio, they're going to beat Alabama. Okay.
Yeah, I bet that's what people were saying about Vandy. They're gonna beat Alabama.
Yeah. Unless they got Ashton Jeanty.
Parlay on Vandy over Alabama.
Bro, whoever the Vandy fan that was just like Matt and Chris about Cowboys and the Lions that was like
sitting there.
I'm putting it all on Vandy to beat.
Oh
Bama.
yeah. Just put his whole paycheck like fucking Vandy.
I will say, hey, there is a shot of a dude. It was years ago. He's a Vandy fan, and it was Alabama 40. It was 45-0, and he was still. It was like him in the stands, and it was like nobody. It was just him, and it was like this is for you, and it was just like salute to you, man. Just jeez. But let's get into these other upsets real quick. Arkansas over Tennessee. Tonio, which one you want to talk about? Arkansas, Tennessee. A&M beats Missouri. Minnesota over USC. Oof, not a lot of people saw that coming. I actually got I lost that parlay too. And Washington over Michigan.
Let's go Washington over Michigan. I think that should be talked about because let's go to Matt first. Actually, Matt, what happened?
Well, you see, we played a good game. I'm not gonna lie. We played a good game outside of Alex Orji. Alex Orji came out. We went down 14-0 quick, okay? Because Alex Orji went out there and was like, yeah, we're not going to do any offense this first quarter. So, obviously, our defense was out there the whole entire first quarter. So, they went up 14-0. Our defense was dead tired. And then we're like, you know what? Fuck you, Alex. We're going to this guy who practiced twice this week, did 4 snaps just to make sure he's healthy. Throw him in the game. We're back up on top almost instantly. And then
next week, Matt?
Oh yeah, Shamiro Moore basically right after the game said, "No, that's the guy next week." So after we go up, I think we're up at like 3 points at this point. I think it was 17-14.
Yeah.
Then Tuttle getting a little cute, tries stepping out of the pocket, taking off. Guy punches the ball out. All right, quarterback. I can see you can't carry the ball very well. They go down, they score, they take the lead. We're about to go drive back down. We're moving the ball. Donovan Edwards, he's back. I think I was going to say before the show, I said I had some more racial issues. I don't think Donovan Edwards likes black quarterbacks. I'm just saying it because he fucking sucked. He sucked with Orji, but he was kind of good with Davis Warren, and then Tuttle's back. We're going to have to bring Donovan on the TV show here to answer that. But then Tuttle, his inexperience this year, he threw a pick and we lost the game. That's it.
I didn't expect y'all to lose that game.
Nope.
I didn't expect for them to outplay y'all.
Washington was favored, Tonio.
I don't think so.
They were.
That's crazy.
I bet on Michigan. It was plus 114. I was like, that's easy money. I'm going to double my money. I lost my money. So
you did. And y'all still have yet to show me a 100-yard quarterback in like the last 3 years, Matt.
What? Last 3 years, silly.
It's a joke, Matt.
It's a joke. God damn.
He's
man.
a fucking fool.
He took that shit to heart.
I know.
Total,
he really did.
He did, but Total still ain't get 100 yards.
That's what he's ready to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Tuttle had more than 100 yards.
He did not.
He had like 88 or something like that.
98, right on the cusp.
98. But he played 2.5 quarters, which
God
for Michigan,
damn,
100 yards in 2 quarters, that's pretty good.
I mean, yeah. Because I was about to say, I see quarterbacks in college throw.
Before that, our wide receivers combined had like 40 yards receiving. So I think
Nobody goes to Will Johnson's side. I think everybody's like, yeah, let's just not throw over there.
Yeah, they did.
Like I watched, I think probably the first half of the first quarter of that Michigan game, and it was just like, oh, Will Johnson's over there. That's the field I got. This is what I'm working with over here.
Yeah, another issue is they attacked Zeke Berry. He allowed 106 yards after the catch. Our slot corner,
God damn.
that was a major thing. That guy, if he's starting next week, he better have a complete different attitude or It was not even an attitude problem. He just fucking sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Washington had 3 receivers over 50 yards.
And none of them were on Will, which is it's absurd. You know where the ball's going, and you fuck it up.
Yeah. Let's go to I didn't think the Texas A&M Missouri was an upset. Somehow
Missouri was favored by fucking 7.
I don't know why. Texas
Well, yeah,
A&M
looking back, no one knows why.
Unfortunately, for our bet, Billy, Texas A&M ain't look bad. That they don't look amazingly good either. But
Well, I thought they were going to look worse with whoever the fucking I can't tell you the starter's name. Fuck.
For who?
Max Gertenthaler. Sorry, John. Excuse me. The freshman Marcel Reed, I know who the fuck that is. I thought he was going to keep starting, but I guess old buddy came back and he was healthy, so they started him, and he looked great. Wegman, Connor Wegman. Thank you, Tonio.
I asked for what team. I could have said this an hour ago.
My bad. Sorry.
Come on, man.
But I think this might be where A&M stops because I don't like this quarterback. I don't like Wegman. I don't think he's good. I think he took over and did the
he throws like Uncle Rico.
18 for 22 for 276 yards, Bill.
No, and that's fine. And that's the outlier. Look at the rest of the games. Ass. Notre Dame, ass. Every other fucking game he's played, ass. Florida, Marcel Reed gets in there, crushes it. I think it was who did he play after that? I don't remember who they played after that. Marcel Reed looked great. And then Marcel Reed looked good in practice. That's Connor Wegman comes in. We shocked Tennessee lost. Tennessee always loses these games where you're like, fuck, Tennessee.
I do want to say, my fault, Billy. Wegman, Le'Veon Moss kind of helped Wegman look great. 138 for 3 tugs.
Does he go over Donovan Edwards in the draft? Is he picked before Donovan Edwards?
Well, the way Donovan's been playing before this, Donovan might not even get fucking drafted. But if he plays like he did versus Washington,
Donovan got to bounce back. He averaged because he had 95 yards off 14 carries. That's not bad, at all. But they still got Sharon got to figure it out because he still gave the ball to Mullins.
Maybe that's running the SEC though. I think that's the thing.
Yeah,
well,
and Mullins,
the main thing for Michigan is we just need a passing threat to let those guys eat like it was in the previous years.
Yeah, but
as much as you hate on JJ, they had to respect him throwing the ball.
Nobody respects him.
We won a national championship. You fucking
well, congratulations, Matt. The sun shine on dog's ass every now and then. That's Vandy. We just
not Ole Miss.
Except Ole Miss.
Nah, that's because we're in the SEC. Kind of hard to get it shined on, Matt. Y'all only
beat an SEC team to get to the national championship.
Yeah, terrible center.
Yeah, we beat your big bad wolf. So,
I mean, our big bad wolf last year was Georgia, I think.
They didn't even make the playoffs, did they?
They should have.
They didn't. Florida should have.
Florida.
Look at them fucking idiots now. Have they won a game?
Florida State.
Yeah,
whatever.
1-5. Yeah, 1-5, 1-4. Terrible. Buddy's out of
it. They lost it. It's so bad.
They lost to Memphis, bro.
They lost to Memphis, and then Memphis lost to Navy.
Bro, Navy fucking undefeated.
Navy is throwing the ball. They're doing exactly what people have been saying for 50 years. Do this, but then throw it. And they're doing it.
The Navy QB, he's averaging like 221 yards a game.
Yeah, Horvath. I use them in Madden. That Kent guy, 90.
Don't know instead.
90 what, Matt?
Kent, he's got 97 speed in the game, and it shows in real life. That dude's fast.
Whoever that officer is going to be, I'll go work for that dude. Be like,
you know what's crazy? We've been in the Navy for 900 years combined. Have you met a fucking officer who played at the Naval Academy?
No,
I did.
Nah.
My XO. Shout out to Bobby Jones.
Commander?
Was he a DN? That sounds like a DN name.
Yeah, big DN, bro.
I knew it.
Bro.
Ain't nobody named Bobby Jones just fucking catching passes.
Bro, hey, Billy. So I was used to being the big man on the boat, bro. And then they like, oh yeah, we got this XO. He played for Navy, and I was like, here comes this little scrawny white guy, because his name is like Bobby Jones. So I'm thinking,
I got you.
maybe he
See,
black,
Bobby
maybe
Jones
he
go
white.
either way though. That's
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking naval
That's
officer.
a biracial name.
Yeah, I'm thinking naval officer, scrawny white guy finna talk about his glory years as a wingback.
5'3". Fucking
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Bruh,
Yeah, he was
it's
a
like,
nickel corner who only blitzed.
Yeah. Bro walking in, bro, it's like the lights got turned out. Big black motherfucker, bro. Big black, strong motherfucker, bro. Like 6'7", had to be 350, but you can't tell because he's 6'7", bro. Bro, just huge.
Ladderwell takes the first step. He's like, hey.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro used to come on the bridge, and them officers used to be, bro used to speak. They used to be like,
Boat gets a little lean to it when he steps onto it.
yo, so yeah, bro. Bro was cool as hell too, bro. Like he was just one of them real motherfuckers, bro. He come up there, cussing people out, talk about football, leave. Bro used to talk shit to the Chiefs mess. We got overseas. They played a Chiefs mess versus officers basketball game.
Oh
He
shit.
played center, bro.
Shit,
Nothing. He just like this, bro. Like, pass me the ball. That shit's crazy, bro. He just recently retired, bro. But yeah,
Congratulations.
so I had worked for like probably one of the really, bro got sent to Guantanamo Bay on his graduation day because when he made it, he picked up like the admiral on stage, bro. Like hugged him. Yeah, he's bro, because he from Georgia, bro. He Atlanta. He brought like this lady from CNN on our boat and some more shit. Dude's cool as fuck.
Type.
But yeah, they wasn't passing the ball when he was playing. So I don't know. Let me ask you this, Billy. A quarterback, because they wanted to take the quarterback from what? How many years ago?
The Ravens guy from 2015.
Yeah, dude. Does the NFL draft
Reynolds
another Navy?
Reynolds?
Yeah, Reynolds.
Yeah.
Does the Navy draft actual throwing, or the NFL draft an actual throwing quarterback now? Like, you motherfuckers can throw the ball over there?
Well, the Ravens converted him to wide receiver, so I would still say no. But this guy, I guess he's doing good things.
Yeah, Horvath.
So.
The main the guy that I see going to the NFL from Navy, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Heinbrich or something like that. He's their slot back, so it's like slot wide receiver, running back. That motherfucker can play wide receiver. He had the longest toe drag of all time. It was a 4-yard toe drag to the sideline, and then he'll just take the ball for 80 yards. He's Christian McCaffrey who went to Navy. It makes no sense. It's crazy.
I ain't no lie, and not big Navy don't look at me differently, bro. But if I knew I had it and I went to the Navy, bro, I'm doing drugs. I'm getting kicked out. Like, yeah. Hey man, I went on a cocaine bender this weekend. Guess y'all gotta get rid of me.
Yeah, talking about that.
I'll go to JUCO next year.
Yeah,
I'll
transfer out. Yeah, bro. Pull a Cam Newton.
I'm gonna go play for Coach JB.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right, hey,
I'm going to East Mississippi. Goddamn it!
let's talk about next week's matchups real quick before we get off the show. We didn't do trivia. Fuck, I had a baseball one, but so OU Texas is going to be a great game. Ole Miss LSU, number 3 Oregon versus number 2 Ohio State in Eugene. And Kansas State, Colorado. Tonio, which one are you most looking forward to?
Well, I just I don't want to be biased, bro, and say Ole Miss LSU because I want to, but I won't. So I want to be biased and say
Colorado next.
Yeah. So I'm just not saying a game.
Okay. Matt.
Yeah, Matt, who you got?
Ohio State, Oregon. I think it's going to go one of two ways. One, it's going to be a pretty tight game with Ohio State winning, or it's Ohio State going to fucking Oregon and just just beating the fucking dog shit out of them. As much as I hate saying this, Ohio State's probably going to fucking win by 21 points versus Oregon. And it sucks that I'm saying that. As much as Will Howard sucks, but I don't think there's a single player in the nation, maybe Travis Hunter, maybe Will Johnson, that can cover Jeremiah Smith. That dude, I don't know if you watched any of Ohio State's game last week. I was betting on him, it's the only reason. Dude just stood there, the corner jumped, and he just did this.
Yep.
Caught it. Just nothing. Buddy's 17 years old, just like Ryan Williams, but this guy's Larry Fitzgerald just came to the college game all over again. It's crazy.
That is probably the matchup I'm looking forward to the most, partly because I think I have to stay up for the Colorado game, and I'm going to be upset.
For sure. Because that shit is late, I think.
It is. It starts at fucking 8, dude. What the fuck are we doing, man? Matt, you got to figure out that West Coast shit because it's fucking gay.
It starts at what? It starts at 8 for you. Starts at
5.
6 for me.
Or 6, yeah. But that's what I'm saying though, man. Is it's like because even
starts at fucking 9 p.m. for me,
dude. Like it's just like in the NBA. Like I hate because I like what they're going to show on ESPN is the fucking Lakers, the Nuggets, and the fucking Warriors. And we have to stay up to watch the fucking good basketball game, dude. Like, this sucks, dude. It
does suck that those 3 teams, at least for NBA, are good because then they just get the late night slot on ESPN, so you watch them every night, and it's awful.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I gotta work, dude.
The only team they don't show is the fucking Kings, unless they're playing one of those teams.
I did watch Utah's NHL game last week. Ooh, got it on the show, Tonio. I told you. But OU Texas is a big time thing. Does Quinn Ewers come back early? Is he healthy? Was he already healthy and they just went ahead and went with Arch because they knew they were going to be?
Do you put Arch in that fire early though? Because it's a rivalry game, like you said. Do you want to see if he really got it? Because next year is his regardless.
Right. And I think that's Tonio, you hit on the head. You know next year he's got it, so why not wait? Get him the full year before the Red River rivalry.
Because next year's schedule is going to be harder. Has to be.
Yeah, no, it will be. I think it's going to be pretty shit.
I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. When Michigan, before JJ took the start, when it was Cade's team, when JJ would come in for 4 or 5 plays a game, and you didn't know what the fuck he was going to do, take off and run with it, because Arch is a much better player than JJ is, I'm not going to say it, but they have similar skill sets. They're both very fast, can throw the ball very far. So, like, if they could just do that a few times a game with Arch, knowing, like, oh, this guy is trustworthy, just put him in and do, like, a gadget play with him every once in a while, how they did with JJ to fucking take Ohio State deep because, like, oh, he's taking off running. Oh, fuck. There's Cornelius Johnson deep or whatever it is. Like, I feel like they should use something like that. Don't completely just bench Arch Manning. Like, let him still get his touches.
And that's why I wonder if they might fuck it up because let's say they run a gadget play and Brent Venables, who's a great defensive guy, is going to be ready for some type of gadget type shit where we're looking at it like, oh shit, now Arch threw a pick, but does that fuck his confidence up now because Quinn had us going and I just fucked it up and now OU's on the fucking come up and then they lose, and is it Arch's fault or is it the coach's fault for kind of getting Quinn involved? And maybe like that's another thing that I think we're not thinking about. We're talking about Arch getting in for gadget plays, but what if Quinn's still hurt and they're trying to push him to not have Arch have that kind of confidence hit? You know what I'm saying? And now what if Quinn's out for the year now?
I mean, I think with either one of those quarterbacks, they're going to go very far. So I think they could just
though, Matt.
Say what?
What if they lose to Oklahoma?
The only way they lose to Oklahoma is both of them get hurt.
You think so?
I 100% know so. Oklahoma's a decent team, but like they just don't have it on offense.
The way Tennessee smacked them, bro. Like, and I don't know if that's a wake up for them to be better. Like, hey, we're in the SEC now. But I don't.
Coming back, that was like a big deal. That was like a big.
There's a reason Dylan Gabriel leaves in Oklahoma that goes to Oregon. Like, and Oklahoma isn't much different than Oregon, other than the uniforms. Like, the talent is there. He had to have seen something like, I'm not going back there.
Or maybe fucking Brent Venables was like, hey, we have the number 2 fucking recruit. You're not Quinn Ewers. We're not gonna have you to start over this dude. It's not like Dylan Gabriel's lighting up the fucking NCAA like Bo. Like, and say what you want about Bo Nix. I know
that's why, and I told you, Billy, I was their shitty play, not shitty, but they ain't been as explosive as they was last year.
Right.
Bro, Bo Nix was the reason. Because they still got those skilled players, like they're still there. It's still Oregon, so they get skilled players.
That defense,
yeah. So it's because, and they had Dylan Gabriel as a top 5 quarterback in all of college coming in. They were like, oh, he's gonna light it up.
Well, he's one of the most prolific passers in college football history. That's why.
Yeah, but he ain't look prolific this year.
Well, you're about to see it all unfold this weekend versus Ohio State.
Let's get a couple NFL matchups that we're looking forward to real quick, and then this is going to end the show. 49ers Seahawks on Thursday. Do the 49ers rebound you guys?
That team is so hard to gauge right now. Like, Brandon Ayuk finally did something, and
they still lost.
Yeah.
And
you know what's crazy? Did you see the stat during that game that Jordan Mason has the most rushing yards through 5 games of any 49er ever?
No.
More than Frank Gore ever. And I'm pretty sure, well, I know Frank Gore came out like the first game of the year, ran for like 250 yards and tore his ACL. So, fucking Frank Gore. But like, Christian McCaffrey didn't do that last year. He ran for like 1,600 yards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ravens Commanders. I think that's going to be a good game. I do wonder, being a Ravens fan for so long, we typically take advantage of rookie quarterbacks or young quarterbacks. With Zach Orr as our new defensive coordinator, I wonder if it's going to be the same, especially with how hot Jaden Daniels is. That light has to burn out eventually, right, Tonio? Or do you think Jalen just lights up the Ravens again, like every other quarterback? Excuse me.
Lights up the who?
Lights up the Ravens. Our pass defense is like 29th in the league.
But it's y'all are so bad, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's so bad, and I think it's not going to change this year. Huh?
Can I tell you why?
I mean, you can.
So the Ravens with Wink, with Rex Ryan, with all these defensive coordinators we've always ran a man coverage. Marlon Humphrey from Alabama has always ran this man coverage. Every corner we've had, SMU from Alabama, all these corners that we have 2 Alabama guys, 1 SMU guy, and
where's Jimmy Smith at? He retired?
Yeah, Colorado retired a long time ago, Matt. But I'm with you. I appreciate it. But with Zach Orr, he likes a zone coverage for his guys, and I think it's taken our corners are just kind of really getting used to it, and y'all can attest to this. Maybe Tony a little more than that. But when you change your scheme that you know and that you like and that you want to run, but you like the guy and you trust your coach, so you're like, all right, let's run this fucking zone. You are going to get ate up a little bit, and that's what we saw with Jamar Chase with that 193 yards, 2 tugs, 10 fucking catches.
So why don't they? Because Marlon's clearly our best DB, right? Marlon's still the best DB. Why don't they let him just float with the best receiver, bro? And keep everybody else in zone. Like, why don't you? I think you're playing a Jamar Chase, when you know you're playing a Justin Jefferson, Amon-Ra, let him float, bro.
And I understand.
I'm sorry, not float. For the football mind, let them travel.
Yeah, okay. But and I'm with you to a point, but it's where does and I think this is a John Harbaugh thing also. Hey, trust your coaches. Trust this. Let's just get through what we have to get through.
It's not working, Billy. And
yet it takes a second, Tony. You know as well.
Billy, I know it takes a second, bro. But at the same time, y'all getting torched, and now your offense has to come out here and do more. Like, and y'all have an offense that if the running game is going, y'all can score with the best of them.
Right.
But y'all don't have those wide receivers, Billy, where if it's like late in the game, how much more can Lamar do with his feet? Derrick Henry. I mean, I know that, Billy, but how much more? Like, do you want him to be put in this position every time, or do you want to fix that defense where, hey, the Bengals offensive line still shit. Hey, we should be knocking Joe Burrow the fuck around.
I love that you asked that question. Yes, I kind of do want to put Lamar in that again. I do want to see him show us that, and it's kind of a weird thing because I do want him to show everyone, like, look at my fucking arm talent. I only ran for 55 yards, and I torched that defense with my arm.
I get it. I get it at the same time, but Billy, you know that y'all are a deep running playoff team. How much do you want Lamar to exert in the regular season and be like, yeah, pull it out your ass in the playoffs? That's all I'm saying. Like,
oh yeah, that's good.
Because like, he is a running quarterback. If he get hit the wrong way, Billy, who y'all bringing in? Like, let's keep the ball on the ground, but defense, y'all gonna have to give me something.
Yeah,
y'all have to give me, because y'all not getting ran on.
Don't get that's all I'm saying. Yeah,
y'all not getting ran on, but if you giving up 190 yards to one player, then them other motherfuckers was catching shit too, Billy. I mean, we done gave up like 300-400 yards in the air, and one player accounted for almost 200 yards of that. But to end the game, Billy, I do got some. Since we talking about torched, I got some things. I got a little quick trivia. Going back to the 2023 season. And it's wide receivers. So I just want y'all to guess the player. This is gonna be kind of hard, I think. Maybe not. Guess the player based on the 2023 stats. Wide receiver edition.
Nice. Okay.
So this is what we're gonna do. This should be an easy one, Billy. And Matt. 119 receptions, 1,799 yards, 13 touchdowns.
Amon-Ra?
Who's that? Huh?
Amon-Ra?
Nah, Amon-Ra numbers was a little better, I think.
Puka?
Nah.
It's not CD because CD had like 135.
I give y'all conference is it's the AFC.
Not Jamari got hurt. Not Mike Evans. That would have been an easier one. Ooh.
AFC.
Silly question.
I know.
Christian Kirk? He didn't have that many yards.
Now y'all know this player.
Fuck ton of catches.
This one is way easier than y'all making it. I mean, way harder. I mean, easier than y'all make it. Wide receiver, bro, 13 to 1,700 yards.
I mean, AFC
or 1,800.
That makes it weird. AFC's got the quarterbacks, but no wide receivers.
Yeah, that's where it's fucking.
That's why it should be easy, bro. This dude probably biggest wide receiver in the AFC. Definitely the fastest.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is the best in the AFC.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this dude probably just the fastest.
Well, outside of Chase.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you think about him now, he's got 14 yards on the season.
Yeah, I know. They got a lot of shit going on. All right, so he's got
more arrests than yards.
We going to the NFC now. 119 yards. 119 receptions, 1,515 yards, 10 tugs. NFC.
Not CD.
How many catches?
119.
That's not much more.
Nah. This one should knock on Matt's door.
Is it Amon-Ra?
This is Amon-Ra.
Okay.
I didn't think I knew Amon-Ra had 119 catches. I didn't think he had 1,700 yards, so I guessed him the last time.
That's a lot of yards.
This one's gonna get harder. It's a little hard. So this guy only had 66 receptions, but he had 1,114 yards.
Nah, that's Mike Evans.
And 8 touchdowns. Nah, it ain't.
Damn.
It's not either one of those?
No.
How many yards? Because I heard the catches and then I knew it was gonna be 1,000.
1,114.
Is that Puka?
Nope.
Is that Ayuk?
Mm-mm.
T. Higgins?
NFC. No. Wait. NFC?
What was the yards per
NFC,
reception?
NFC.
Yards per reception.
I don't know, man.
It should be in there. You're looking at that. Jalen Waddle?
Nah.
AJ Brown. Oh, AFC.
NFC.
NFC.
AJ Brown is close, but no cigar.
Oh, Devontae Smith.
Nah, it ain't. I said close to AJ Brown,
Close.
not on the same
Oh,
team.
DK Metcalf.
DK.
Yeah.
DK. And this the last one. This one is kind of hard. Y'all probably won't get this one. This is NFC again. This dude had 64 receptions, 793 yards, 8 tugs.
Said NFC.
Is it tight end?
Nah, he a receiver.
Rashee Rice.
He a receiver. He just was on
Oh,
the team.
God damn! I keep fucking it up.
A team that surprised us when they got in the playoffs last year, and then won big.
Godwin?
Nah.
Team that surprised us. So
Yeah, this dude is not like
Lions, Niners.
He ain't a household name, but he was good enough for this team last year.
Zay Flowers.
NFC, man.
NFC, man.
Oh fuck, dude! I keep forgetting the hints. You can't surprise us in the playoffs if you don't go to the championship.
I mean, he's surprised. He's surprised.
Christian
Matter of fact,
Watson?
Billy, one of our most famous clips on this show is from this person's team.
Yeah. Christian Watson.
No.
Romeo Dobbs?
No.
Jalen Reed.
Yeah. Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
What? Name his
Yeah.
stats again.
He had 64 receptions, 793 yards, 8 tugs.
That was last year too. Damn, I would have never guessed. That's wild, bro. I literally named the other 2 Packer receivers.
Yeah, and I was like, getting warm, and you was like, nope, fuck this dude.
I just watched the podcast. He was on the St. Brown Brothers today.
Yeah.
This is a
And
good podcast, dude.
I thought I was gonna give it to you, Billy, when I said our most famous clip.
That's why I said the 2 Packers, and you were like, nope. And I'm like, then what the fuck are you talking about?
Speaking of which, speaking of the St. Brown's podcast with Jaden Reed, EQ, Amon-Ra's brother, was talking shit about Detroit basically, and then Detroit's Twitter went after him, and he said they were like Detroit's like 26 in like total, like the biggest city in America, and EQ was like, yeah, well, hit me up when you guys crack the top 25. And then this is the city of Detroit's Twitter said, hit us up when you're in a new city next year. That was a good one.
Damn.
He roasted his ass.
Damn. Got him. This show was fucking awesome. Tonio with the fucking super clutch trivia. That was tight. And that was what he said. Chris makes it like hard and makes it sound stupid.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris. Hope he had a good show. Shout out to Christian, wherever he may be, fucking up some cars for Toyota.
Got a hard hat on.
Yeah.
Don't add me.
It was a good show. Go Rebels. Let's take it home next week. Let's not be like Matt.
Hey, we got a big game this week too.
Who y'all play?
We got the 1s versus the 2s in the bye week.
Hey.
Both of your quarterbacks gonna go for 50 yards. Gets the scout team.
Hey.
Yo, it's been an amazing show, Billy. Get us out of here.
This is